Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends, and we have a 10 times event starting tomorrow that will last all weekend long. Should you care? Do you want to summon? If you do want to summon, let me know below, because I will be streaming, of course, to always do your summons. Always, forever, I will do summons for you, my friend. You know that. So what do we have here? We got Roshguard the Tower. We have Martyr, Sir Nick, Venus, Talia, Aethar, Juliana, and Frostbringer. So for any of this 10 times summon, you still have to hit Legendary, of course, to get it. You don't get an additional chance to actually get a Legendary. You're still at the 0.5% chance to get it. 6%, it's better on Sacred Shards. Say you absolutely wanted a Tower or a Martyr, and you wanted to do a Sacred Shard, a 6% chance to hit Legendary, and you had maybe like 22 like I do. You could chase it, right? You could definitely chase that one, because a 6% chance isn't that bad. You're probably going to get a Legendary, and maybe it will be one of these ones, right? It might be, it might not be. RNG, all about that RNG. Okay, so the rest of these guys, Martyr, what do you do with Martyr? Well, with my Martyr, with anybody's Martyr, you can get through all content in the game, right? But with my Martyr, I use her on my Unkillable Clan Boss team. So here I have, here's StewGaming. So here we are right there. We've got Martyr, we've got Vizier, I've got Frozen Banshee, and 2 Maneaters, right? And Martyr is my counterattack. She's also my decreased defenser. So she comes in there, decreased defense, counterattack for my whole team. That way my Frozen Banshee can apply all my poisons, and Vizier just extends everything out till we have 10 poisons up there. Well, like 8 with poison sensitivity is the 9th, and then as our 10th debuff, we have decreased defense, right? So that's what I use Martyr for. What did I use Martyr for when I played this game? Man, when I was starting up, coming in this game, I got Martyr pretty early. She was like maybe my 4th legendary. I had Martyr back when there was 15, only stage 15 of dungeons out there. I used her to progress all the way through 20. You can solo run 15 of what is it? What's Minotaur? Anything with Martyr. If you put lifesteal on Martyr and you keep her relatively fast, get some defense gloves, defense chest, speed boots, lifesteal, and she's got her skill cooldowns, she can take you through anything in the game, honestly. And she can even turtle it out and take you through spiders, right? She can get that counterattack on everybody, provoke everybody, decrease attack on everyone. She is a beast. Should you still pull for her on a 10 times event? I don't think you should. I think you should. Here's the thing. I think 2 times Ancient is going to come soon. Very soon, right? We just had 2 times Void. They've been putting these 10 times like crazy. So we have a 10 times every weekend because they want you to use your shards. I would save them for 2 times. Twice the chance to get a Legendary is good for me. And I would not blow my Sacreds either, because 12% chance to get a Sacred on a Legendary, 12% to get a Legendary on a Sacred. I would wait for that. I would wait, unless, if you're a Mega Whale and you just need this champion and you have a whole bunch of Sacreds saved up, it makes sense then, right? You're a Mega Whale, who cares anyways? You're gonna open up all those Sacreds. You're trying to get that one Lego that you don't have, and this gives you a higher shot at it. Doesn't mean you're going to get it, but it gives you a little bit of higher chance to get that one. I can understand it. But for the regular, normal people out there, for us who only have a few, not us, okay, I might have a lot. I might have a lot more than you. But for people out there who only have a few Ancients, or a lot, it doesn't matter. To me, I would wait for 2 times. I would wait for 2 times as opposing to go for any of these champions, because, you know, if you watch any of my videos out there, you can do it without these champions. You don't need these champions. And if there was a Skull Crusher in here, right, if we were doing Ogre and Tribes and there was a Skull Crusher, I might be inclined to say, yeah, you should go after it. I might say, guys, you should go after the Skull Crusher. It's counterattack. You know, we don't have much of. I think you would already know. You'd be like, look, Stu, I want you to summon for me. Pull out that Deadpool or that Batman or that Hulk or something. We're gonna get ourselves a Skull Crusher, and I'm gonna finally get counterattack after playing this game for a year. I understand that, but for Talia, Aethar, Juliana, or Frostbringer. First off, nobody uses Frostbringer in anything really that I've seen. Juliana is kind of old school. Nobody really uses Juliana in game for this stuff at all either. Aethar is cool. We can do poisons, but honestly, we have Kale for that. We have Frozen Banshee, even better. Even better than him, we have Frozen Banshee. So we have Frozen Banshee for that. We don't need Aethar. And then Talia, we don't need her either. We do not need her for anything, any kind of progression in the game. So as far as the epics go, they're out the door. No epics whatsoever. It's weird that we don't have any Void epics, right? Huh. Okay, but I could have swore we just had a 10 times event for these same exact champions. Didn't we just have one for Venus or Martyr, or I don't know? Let me know in the comments below. I could swear we just had the same exact 10 time event or one very similar to it. So do you need a Venus? Well, yeah, we could all use a Venus. Let's be honest. We could all use a Draco or a Venus. If you have either one, then it's not that as important. But we could all use somebody that does a decreased defense, does the weaken, gives us the burns, gives us the poison. I mean, what does Venus not do? Is this the time for you to chase after that 0.5%? I still feel like it is not the time for you to do that. You should always save for their 2 times. And by now, you probably don't have much built up. So there will be people out there who've used their shards and they only have a few void left, and they're going to open them. They're going to open hoping they get a Venus or a Sir Nick. Honestly, I don't want a Sir Nicholas. There's not a lot I can do in the game with him right now. The way the meta is in Arena, we're not using him. And everywhere else, he's a strong, powerful champion. I just don't need him, right? I'm covered. But you yourself, I'm sure you don't need these champions. You can make it in the game. You can. And if you're saving up, save up for 2 times. Because really, if you don't have a robust roster, right? If you don't have a lot of champions in your roster, don't summon right now. Wait for 2 times. It will come. Then you have twice the chance to get good epic champions. Then you can get that Terrell. You can get that Royal Guard. You can get that Skull Crusher. Get that double chance to get those epics. At least then if we don't hit legendary, you're going to get a good epic. You're going to get a usable epic. Something out there that will help you progress in the game. I promise you. It's much better, right? Instead of chasing this kind of stuff. Because then you're going to have a higher chance to get those legendaries. But even if we don't get those legendaries, we're still going to have a really high chance to get those epics. And I summon all the time. You know that. I see those epics fly in. A crazy amount of epics that will do really well for you. And then epics that we can use all throughout faction wars and anything else we do in this game. I promise you, we can get your account some help and we can get you through content. So I would wait. Like, what is Sir Nick and the Tower? What are they really good in? For my unkillable team, I use a 2 Maneater comp, and I do use Martyr in it, so we'll talk about Martyr as well. But for my unkillable comp, I don't use my Tower in that. But he's a phenomenal champion for going through content if you have the books to hit right here. A 2-turn of your whole team taking 0 damage on a 4-turn cooldown, and then you throw in like a Painkeeper or whatever else you got in there. It doesn't matter. Just this alone with enough speed is crazy. It is certainly crazy. And then if you can do a cooldown again with Painkeeper, with Renegade, with anything else, if you need to cycle through that, this guy can save you on Ice Golem if you're having issues. He can, you know, turtle it out, and spiders if you want to. You can bring them in pretty much everywhere. Plus the second ability here to lock out, this debuff cannot be resisted. So you got block skill cooldowns, you've got block buffs for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Again, really strong. He's got high, it's based off of HP. Weirdly enough, this one is based off of attack, but nobody goes attack with this guy, right? You can just go full on HP. He's got a really high HP, 24,000, almost 25,000. Anytime I've ever seen Tower done, they just go high HP with him. Really high HP. Get this move to hit hard if you want to, but he's just a beast, right? You get additional HP here in all battles, 33%, so you can't beat that. Obviously, also for the Sacred Order, for faction wars, a god, right? A god through all of that. And you could play him in Arena, right? You can play him in Arena to block that damage as long as they're not going up against a Madame Cirrus or a Ray or a Kymar, somebody that would strip it off right away, right? You got to use it wisely. Still, a very strong champion, but do you need him? Like, are you already doing stage 20, like any of these? Are you already farming stage 20? Are you already doing something? Are you waiting for those 2 Maneaters? Do you want this Tower so you can transition into an unkillable comp for your clan ball? Deadwood Jedi's webpage. This page is awesome. I'm going to put the link of this below. If you don't know who Deadwood Jedi is, this guy is actually a really good content creator as well. If you look at any of these builds, we're going to go down here to the builds, and you will see all the builds, all the speed tunes you can think about. If you want to use the calculator, it's just the same as the other calculators. Oh, I hit resources, where you put in all the speeds and you see what's happening at each turn, right? You don't need to be a mathematician. You just put in your speeds for your champions, and you can see exactly what's happening every turn all the way down. What's going to happen after the stun, the AoE, everything else. I've used it before. It's a lot of fun to do, but here, he's got everything worked out for you. The main reason we're here, though, not only just to show you this awesomeness, he does have some videos that you can click on, but if you want to get a Tower, right? If you do get a Tower and you want to do an unkillable comp, come down here to the speeds that you need for that. So my 2 Maneater video, I've already done a couple versions of the 2 Maneater unkillable comp, which is right here written down. So all this stuff you could probably find on Reddit in different places, but it's all right here. Nice to do. You got the calculator, and if you want to watch some of his videos, you can check those out too. So Santa and Tower together, right? You got the speeds for it. You need a cleanser because there's no block debuffs on there, so you're going to need that. You've got the double Maneater. You've got over here Santa and Warcaster, which could be Tower and Warcaster. Anytime it says Santa or a Tower, you can always interchange the two. So if you get Sir Nicholas, you can use him. If you get Tower, you can use him. Either one, right? They're on 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. So you could do Santa, you could do the Tower or Santa with Warcaster and play this unkillable comp. Really high speeds on the Warcaster. It looks like 255, 254 on Santa, and then the rest, right? You do need a Doom Priest. Again, the 2 Maneaters are so good because you're blocking debuffs. You don't have to worry about getting somebody in there to remove it, like a Doom Priest or a Bad Alcazar or something like that, right? You could use anything of that nature, but this tells you the exact speeds and how to do it. Tower and Skull Crusher. If you wanted to use a Tower or a Santa and Skull Crusher, you could do the same thing right here. So look over this. You'll get an idea what's going on if you want to do those unkillable comps. All right, let's get back to it. Anyways, Deadwood Jedi, you are awesome. I've watched your videos are enjoyable to watch. You don't get enough views. You should definitely get a lot of views. I'm gonna put the link to this down below. So whenever I want to know speed stuff, instead of searching through Reddit or going anywhere else, I just go to this. It's just a simple web page. There's no ads on it whatsoever. You go there, you get your information, and you're done. But that's what we're gonna have. This is gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna be going on all week. And if you do want to summon, let me know. Leave a comment below, and we're gonna do some summons just because it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to do some summons, right? I might have a little bit of apple juice, and we will do some summons together. Anyways, that's all I've got. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a different idea about the 10 times and a reason why you want this, please do let us know. Thanks all. I will see you on a video soon.